Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC and this is Blue Lions TV, and today's sponsored video is brought to you by MatchBet. Today's sponsored video is brought to you by MatchBet, and you might be thinking, what is match betting? Well, match betting is a way of extracting a profit from the free bets and bonuses given by bookmakers. Now, every single day there are over 60 free bets to place, and you can find them all here. There's an estimated £1,000 available. Now, moving to the offer calendar over here. This is where you find all the new offers offered every single morning. Now, this allows for the guys that do sign up and who have completed their new customer offers to make an ongoing profit from all of these daily offers. In the support and forum section over here, you guys get customer support 7 days a week where you're able to interact with staff, and there's also a forum where you guys can speak to other members, where you can share ideas and understand where's the best place to make an offer. As you can see here, you sign into MatchBet and you can see some of the free bets for the day. For example, William Hill, as each time you check a free bet, they have an instruction tutorial and a video on how to actually claim the expected profit for the day. So for example, I'm clicking on William Hill here and it tells you the estimated profits, estimated bank. It tells you exactly how to claim these free profits for the day as well. And as I scroll down, here is the video tutorial. Now, MatchBets are giving you guys a special offer. For only £1, you get access to their premium service. And in the link in the description below is a link to that offer. So make sure you guys sign up. But getting straight into the match preview, starting with injury news. And yes, Bakayoko, Barkley and Luiz are going to be out for this game against Manchester United. Conte in his press conference did state that he thinks that Olivier Giroud could be in contention. Conte said that he's been happy with his performance and how he's been so far, so we could possibly be seeing Giroud playing up front against Manchester United. And also, in my opinion, I think Giroud obviously complements Conte's system, as I keep stressing and saying this all the time. I feel Giroud does do better when he does have players playing closer to him. But at the same time, as we've already seen his finishing isn't good. He's missed a few easy chances he should have done much better in, but I do feel that he does help support the team, and it's going to be interesting to see just how Willian and Hazard really play besides Olivier Giroud. But before I get into talking about Chelsea and how I think we're going to play, starting with Manchester United. Now, with Man United, yes, there's been a lot of controversy recently in regards to Pogba and Mourinho, and again, we've seen similar things here. With Mourinho, he's a guy that isn't adapting, he hasn't changed, and it's no surprise that, you know, things end up constantly being the same every single time. This happened at Real Madrid, it happened at Chelsea. Now it looks like it's starting to happen at Manchester United. Now, before I get into that, starting with the formation, I think they're going to use, I expect them to use a 4-3-3. McTominay, Matic and Pogba in that midfield three. With Martial, Sanchez, Lukaku up front, and obviously their defence with Young as a left wing back, and yeah, you guys know how it goes already. But again, with United, every issue they're having is stuff I kept saying beforehand, and was the exact same stuff that was happening under Mourinho's spell at Chelsea. And I mean, it is annoying. There was a time when I really used to love Mourinho. I was indoctrinated by him. Anything he said, I defend and stand by. But obviously, as I get older and as I started to actually question myself and, you know, my thoughts and opinions, I realised I couldn't really vouch for everything that Mourinho stands by. And again, with this style of football as well, with United, it's too narrow. Now that season, the 15-16 season, our worst season at Chelsea, we were too narrow. We kept trying to force things through the middle. We were very easy to defend against. As long as you kept compact in the middle, you could stifle us. We didn't use any fullbacks to really open the play and stretch the game, to really help give some space to our attacking players. And yeah, our striker couldn't get in the game because it was just too congested to do anything. And this is exactly the same stuff that's happening at Manchester United. Now, with Mourinho, he's okay with that because his defensive structure is all about keeping things narrow and compact in the middle, because normally, especially modern day football, a lot of teams' best creative players do tend to play in those half spaces and in the middle of the pitch. So if you do have men in the middle, you can really suffocate their creativity in a way, and it can make it easy for you to defend against these types of teams. So this is what Mourinho cares about. He focuses on the defensive structure of teams, and then what he does then is that he relies on his attacking players to improvise and make things up on the spot. And I think with modern day football, it just doesn't work like that anymore. Yeah, it's no surprise why he favours a counter-attacking system, because, you know, on the counter-attack, it's easier to, you know, obviously break down the play and obviously make those passes into goal, compared to actually, you know, playing in an opponent's half and trying to obviously use nice intelligent plays, obviously get through opponents' defences. But I just feel that now teams know how to defend against United. I mean, teams already knew that beforehand. Marcy was at Chelsea. They're really struggling a lot more now. Now, yes, they do like to use their inside forwards with Sanchez and Martial tucking inside. But again, they use it in a way where they don't have an overlapping run by a fullback that's going to stretch the player behind them. The fullbacks are still deep. Yeah, Valencia gets forward, but Valencia gets forward the same as how Matic used to get forward for us at Chelsea. But yeah, the space is available down there, but then at the same time, he is forced to play a lot of stuff from very deep. He's forced to make a lot of crosses from deep. And it's not very effective, and there's no surprise why there isn't much creativity down that right hand side for Manchester United. And as I was saying before, there's a reason now that plays are so important in terms of breaking down opponents. And when you look at Manchester City as an example, yeah, they've got good players, but again, if you were to actually be cynical and maybe compare some of their attacking players to us, you know, your Sanes and Sterlings, would you necessarily say they're on another level to Sanchez, Martial, Hazard, Willian and co? No, you wouldn't. You'd probably say that those guys that I was comparing them against, you could say they're probably better and more complete already than those guys. But the reason why they look so effective at Man City is that they focus on and they work on breaking teams down in training. Now, how many times have you seen that low-driven cross played in the box by Man City players? That's not them making it up on the spot. That's what they've been trained to do in the training grounds. How many times have you seen De Bruyne play a first-time cross inside the box as well? De Bruyne has that ability, of course, but he's not just doing it for no reason. You know, there's a reason why he's playing in that first-time cross to the far post, because he knows that people will be on the end of that because it's worked on in training. I mean, their focus is on how they create space between their lines as well to break teams down, and how they use width from their wingers to really stretch the play. You know, this is how Man City play, and again, if this was Mourinho, there wouldn't be any attack in the system for these guys to really prosper in, because it's always going to be about what you do off the ball and how you defend first, compared to obviously how you can break teams down. And I think this is why United struggle, and I think most times they do get by on individual quality, but it only lasts so long. But really, their only fit for Manchester United is the counter-attack, because they can still be very effective from there, and set pieces. You know, they're a big, strong, physical team, and they'll be looking to use set pieces to their advantage. And, you know, I think that's enough about Manchester United. Now, moving on to Chelsea, and most times, I mean, these types of games, whoever scores the first goal ends up sealing the win and winning the game. And I think that it's no surprise that we end up getting the first goal, because we're more proactive. We don't just play reactive football at times against Manchester United. And I feel that this is where this will actually give us the advantage against Manchester United. I feel that seeing this game as well, it's going to be a great test to see whether Conte is willing to be a bit braver in his approach, willing to press teams higher, willing to attack a bit more like he did against Barcelona. I think that if we do see that type of performance against Manchester United, then I think that Conte has been open to adapting and tweaking his approach to games, because I think that's what a lot of our attacking players need. Now, I know in this game people are going to suggest that, oh, it's going to be another man-marking job on Hazard, etc, etc. But I kind of feel now, especially with having Fabregas in the team as well, especially with how we're looking to close teams down and press high, by having Willian, he's able to collect the ball from deep, because Conte is using Willian completely different to how he was using Willian before, you know, before these past 2 months. I feel that we will cause a lot of issues to Manchester United, and I feel that we're the favourites for this game against Manchester United. I think that we are going to win the wing-back battle, and it's no surprise to me why we end up beating them so often, because United are a team that don't really press as aggressively. And I've always felt that teams that don't press as aggressively, we seem to do better than, because our wing-backs can push into midfield, and then we can tend to play in opponents' halves. And I think that's what's going to tend to be the case against Manchester United. I think it's not going to be too much of a crazy lineup. I think it's going to be pretty similar to Barcelona. Yeah, I think we might see Morata start in this game, even though I know Conte was talking about Giroud, but I think we'll see Giroud come on later in this game. And I think Hazard will have some more joy down that left-hand side, where we should be looking to force back Valencia and Young a bit more and really start to gain some control in the midfield. I think when it comes to defending against United, it should be good because United are too narrow when they attack. They don't really use their width really for support. So I feel that we should be comfortable against Manchester United. And honestly, I'm going to be going for my match score prediction, a 2-0 win over Manchester United. And I think that this is going to be the start of some good form, leading on to obviously the game against Man City and the upcoming game against Barcelona in March. Now, I know I could be sounding pretty overconfident, and this is my approach from how I see things based on obviously how we played against them historically in the past and the type of advantages we've normally had against Manchester United as well. Something could happen. Mourinho he could surprise us with a different tactical system as well, but I do kind of feel that, especially after the way we played against Barcelona, it would be nice to continue that approach in these games because it will give us the advantage against Barcelona in the future when we play them, and especially against Man City as well, where we will be using a similar approach. So I think it's time to see a much more proactive attacking Chelsea team, in my opinion. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching my match preview for the upcoming game against Manchester United. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm the FC. This is CWANless TV. Signing out.